You remember a time before the light, a time of traffic jams and morning coffee. You had a job you mildly disliked. You had friends you mostly enjoyed. Life was a comfortable, predictable hum. Then the flicker started. It began behind your eyes, a pop of impossible brightness. It was not a headache. It was not a migraine. Doctors used many fancy words. They scanned your brain with large, loud machines. They found nothing at all. Just a perfectly normal brain. A brain that was, according to them, not on fire. You begged to differ. The flickers became flashes. The flashes became searing bursts of pain. Each one left you breathless on the floor. The world would go white. A sound like a breaking star would fill your head. Then it would fade, leaving only an echo and the smell of ozone. Your doctors gave up. They sent you to other doctors, specialists with even fancier words. They peered into your eyes. They asked about your childhood. They suggested it was all in your head. You wanted to tell them, of course, it was in your head. That was the whole problem. Now you live in a different kind of box. The walls are thick, gray lead. There's a bed, a toilet, and a camera. The camera is your only constant companion. It watches you with a flat, glass eye. It never blinks. It never looks away. They call this place the quiet room, a funny name for a room so loud. The silence here is a physical weight. It presses on your eardrums. It hums with the energy of your watchers. You can feel them beyond the walls. Their anxious thoughts are a low buzz. They brought you here after the incident. The day the flicker became a beam. You were in a hospital waiting room. A child was crying. The flash erupted from you. Not just in your head. Outward. Every light bulb on the floor exploded. Every screen went dead. They finally believed you. So they built you a cage to hold the light. They slide food through a slot in the door. They speak to you through an intercom. Their voices are calm and measured. They ask you the same question every day. Can you tell us what you are feeling? You decide to answer them today. Not with your mouth. Your mouth has only screamed in pain. Your throat is raw from it. You will answer them with the thing inside you. The fire behind your eyes. You lie on the simple bed. You close your eyes. You ignore the heavy silence. You push past the constant dull ache. You find the flicker. It is no longer just a flicker. It is a star. A tiny, captive sun inside your skull. It burns with terrifying power. It begs to be released. For weeks, you have fought it. Now, you will shape it. You think of a single word. A simple word. Hello. You take the inferno in your mind. You mold it with your will. You force it into the shape of that greeting. It is like weaving with lightning. The effort makes your teeth ache. Your bones vibrate with the strain. Then you let it go. Not a scream, not a shout, a pulse. The lead room brightens for a nanosecond. A single, perfect burst of gamma radiation, shaped into a coherent signal. On the other side of the wall, alarms shriek. People are shouting. You did it. You spoke your first word. Something has changed. The world is no longer just solid shapes. Your cage is not just lead and concrete. It is a shimmering web of atomic bonds. A slow, majestic dance of particles. You can see the energy in everything. The potential in every atom. The concrete floor beneath you is not still. It flows like a river in ultra-slow motion. It is decaying. Everything is decaying. The universe is in a constant, gentle state of falling apart. It is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. It is also profoundly sad. Your own body is a bonfire of biochemistry. a frantic, chaotic storm of light and heat. You see the stress hormones as sparks of cortisol. You see the electrical signals in your nerves. They are tiny lightning bolts racing through you. You are a walking, talking nebula. The people watching you are no longer hidden. You see their heat signatures through the lead walls. You see their anxious energy. It leaks into the room like a faint gas. One of them is named Arthur. He worries about his mortgage. Another, a woman named Jen, is in love. Their secret lives are an open book of light to you. It's an invasion of privacy you can't turn off. You'd apologize if you could. Then you see something new. A change in the grand cosmic dance. Far away, beyond the moon, out past the orbit of Mars, a shadow has fallen. It is not a natural shadow. It is a hole in the fabric of space, a patch of absolute total nothing. It is a ship. You know it instinctively. No asteroid or comet moves like that. It does not reflect light. It drinks it. The sunlight that touches its hull simply vanishes. It creates a moving patch of void, a piece of the night sky that is too perfect, too black. The watchers in their control room are blind to it. Their telescopes see nothing. Their radio dishes hear only silence. To them, the solar system is quiet, peaceful. They are looking for planets and listening for radio waves. They are not prepared for a predator that hunts with silence. You watch the shadow grow. It moves with a calm, deliberate purpose. It is not exploring. It is not sightseeing. It moves like a shark through dark water. It is heading for the sun, the heart of the solar system, the source of all life. And it is hungry. The instruments remain silent. The men and women outside your cage are restless. They know you reacted to something. The gamma pulse you emitted was a spike of pure alarm. It was the mental equivalent of a scream. But they have no target, nothing to point their sensors at. They argue in hushed tones. They think you are having another episode, a grand delusion brought on by your condition. They are scientists. They trust their machines, and their machines say the void is empty. They are wrong. You can hear the void, and it is not empty at all. The ship has a voice. It is not a voice of sound or radio. It is a vibration in space-time itself. A low, predatory hum, the sound of 1 billion tons of exotic matter, the thrum of an engine that burns reality for fuel. It is the angriest sound you have ever heard. The hum gets louder in your mind. It is a constant pressure, a grinding noise that scrapes against your soul. The ship is announcing its presence, its dominance. It does not care if lesser creatures hear it. It hums with the supreme confidence of an apex predator. It knows nothing can stand in its way. The hum stops. The sudden silence is more shocking than the noise. For a terrifying moment, you think it is gone. Then, a new energy fills the void. It is not a hum. It is a transmission, a structured, intelligent broadcast, a word. The word is not made of letters or sounds. It is made of gravity and radiation. It is a complex pulse of manipulated physics. It is a statement written in the language of stars. Your mind, tuned to the universe's energy, understands it perfectly. The meaning floods your consciousness. It feels like a mountain falling on you. The concept is vast, arrogant, utterly without compassion. It is a declaration, a statement of ownership. The watchers in the next room see only a faint flicker, a tiny gravitational wave that their most sensitive instruments barely notice. They will log it as an anomaly, a curiosity. To you, it was a voice, a clear and resonant proclamation. It spoke its name. It spoke its intent. It was the first contact humanity has ever made with another intelligence. And it was not a greeting. It was an eviction notice. You should probably tell someone. You stand up from the bed. The energy of the alien word still rings in you. You walk to the center of the lead room. You know exactly where the camera is. You know exactly who is watching. Arthur and Jen, and their boss, a man named General Marcus Vance. A man whose thoughts are sharp and orderly like soldiers on parade. You have to speak. You have to tell them what the darkness said. But how? How do you translate a feeling of absolute dominion? How do you put the language of physics into English? You close your eyes. You take a breath. You find your own inner star. You pulse. Not a single word this time. A stream of data. You do not send the meaning. You send the raw experience. You project the alien broadcast directly into their monitoring equipment. You overload their sensors with a perfect, clean repetition of the signal. Let their own machines translate it. Alarms blare again. Louder this time. You can feel the panic from the control room, the frantic energy of disbelief. Then, a new feeling. Cold, sharp fear. They have the data now. Their computers are decoding it. They are about to understand. They are about to know what you know. The intercom crackles to life. General Vance's voice is strained, stripped of its usual authority. He asks you a simple question. What does it want? His thoughts are a chaotic storm. He is trying to grasp the impossible. He saw the data, a claim of solar ownership, a demand for surrender. You see beyond the lead walls, beyond the military base. You feel the network of human consciousness, the billions of minds across the planet. They do not know yet. They are sleeping. They are working. They are living their lives. But a wave of anxiety is spreading. Governments are talking. Secrets are being shared. The weight of it settles on you. All those lives, all those dreams and worries, the entire beautiful, messy symphony of humanity. It is all connected to you now. You are the bridge, the single point of contact between your world and the void. The thought is crushing. You feel their hope. It is a new energy, a fragile, flickering light. It comes from the general, from Arthur and Jen. It will soon come from everyone. They are looking to you, not just for translation, but for salvation. They hope you have an answer. You're not sure you even have a complete question. Tell us what to do. General Vance speaks again. His voice is almost a plea. The weight of command is heavy on him. He is a soldier. He thinks of weapons and strategy. But his weapons are useless against a shadow. His strategies are for fighting men, not gods. You feel the thoughts of the leaders he is connected to. A frantic global conference call of terror. They debate their options. There are no good options. Surrender to a being that sees you as dust. Fight a creature that drinks sunlight. The absurdity is almost funny. They ask you, the freak in the lead box, the man who speaks in light. What is humanity's answer? You feel their fear, their desperation. But beneath it, you feel something else. Something buried deep in the human spirit. A stubborn spark, a refusal to break. You turn your focus outward again, past the moon, to the silent, waiting shadow. You gather your strength. You build the star in your mind. You will give it humanity's answer. A single, perfect pulse. A word forged in the fire of 7 billion souls. The word is no. The response from the void is immediate. It is not a word. It is an action. The perfect black shadow begins to change. It is not a solid ship as you had thought. It is a swarm, Billions of tiny, independent machines. A cloud of nanites that held a tight formation. They unfurl. The tight, spear-point shape dissolves. It expands into a vast, intricate web. A net of black holes and shimmering energy fields. It stretches for millions of miles. A colossal star-born filter feeder. It positions itself between the Earth and the Sun. It has come for its meal. Tendrils of darkness lash out. They are not physical arms. They are filaments of warped space. They reach toward the Sun. They are designed to siphon plasma, to drink the star's hydrogen fuel, to feed the immense hunger of the swarm. The Sun itself reacts. Great flares of incandescent gas erupt. The star feels the parasite upon it. It rages against the intruder. But the web is strong. It holds against the stellar storm. It begins to feed. On Earth, the sky begins to dim. The watchers in your facility can only stare at their screens in horror. You watch the lifeblood of your world being drained away. You feel the collective gasp of humanity. The cold dread that is spreading across the globe. The sun is weakening. The light is fading. You were their voice, but a voice is not enough. A translator cannot win a war. The general's voice is gone from the intercom. The control room is a vortex of helpless panic. They are passengers on a dying ship. They can do nothing but watch. But you are not a passenger. You are something else. Something new. You are a conduit for a fundamental force of the universe. The alien is a weapon, a highly advanced biological machine. It is fighting with physics. So you must fight back with physics. The star inside your head is not just for communication. It is a source of power. Pure, focused, controllable energy. The same energy that powers the suns. You realize what you must do. You are not a man in a box anymore. You are not a translator. You are not a victim. You are humanity's only weapon. You must become a sword forged from gamma rays, a blade of pure, coherent light. You push with your mind. Not a word this time. A beam. A tight, focused spear of pure energy. You aim it straight from your room. Straight through the Earth. Straight towards the alien mind, controlling the swarm. The planet beneath you is transparent to your new senses. The beam strikes the central intelligence of the web. It is a silent thunderclap in the void. The alien mind shrieks. A wave of pure agony radiates from it. It is a feeling of surprise, of outrage. The morsel is fighting back. The dust has a sting. The alien retaliates. It sends a pulse of its own, a wave of crushing psychic force. It slams into your consciousness. The pain is immense. The lead walls of your room groan. The air crackles with static electricity. Your human body screams in protest. But your mind holds. The duel begins. A war fought in silence and light. You send lances of gamma energy. It counters with waves of mental static and gravitational distortion. It is a battle of wills, a clash of two consciousnesses across 100 million miles. One is ancient and vast, the other is new, desperate and very, very angry. You are losing. The alien mind is too old, too strong. Its attacks are overwhelming. Your body is failing. Blood trickles from your nose. Your heart hammers against your ribs. Your focused beams are weakening. Raw power is not enough. You cannot win a shouting match with a god. You need a new strategy. You cannot overpower it. But perhaps you can poison it. What is the one thing it cannot understand? What concept is truly alien to a creature that devours stars? You search the panicked thoughts of humanity. You find the answer in the mind of Jen, the Watcher, the love she feels. You change your attack. You stop sending beams of pure force. You begin to broadcast something else. You craft a new kind of gamma pulse. Not a word, not a weapon. A feeling. You transmit the memory of your first dog, the taste of rain, the sound of your mother's laughter. You send it the irrational hope of a parent, the selfless courage of a firefighter, the quiet beauty of a sunrise. You gather the art, the music, the love, the stupid, pointless, beautiful everything of humanity. You weave it into a single complex signal, a song of gamma rays. You bombard the ancient mind with the idea of being human. The alien mind recoils. The song of humanity is a poison to it, a paradox it cannot resolve. The concepts of sacrifice, love, and beauty are like acid. They are illogical, inefficient. They are a virus in its cold, perfect logic. It shrieks in confusion and pain. It cannot comprehend a strength born from such profound, messy weakness. The great web falters. The tendrils retract from the sun. The billions of nanites lose their cohesion. The central mind is in agony. It is overwhelmed by the sheer, messy force of human emotion. It makes a choice, the only logical choice left. It flees. The swarm collapses back into its spearpoint shape. It turns away from the wounded sun. It accelerates out of the solar system, faster than light. It is gone. The sky brightens again. The borrowed time has been returned. On Earth, a wave of stunned, disbelieving relief washes over the planet. You have won. You saved them all. But the effort has cost you everything. To channel that much energy, to become that song, you had to let go. Your body in the lead room is an empty shell. Your consciousness has expanded. It has merged with the energy you wielded. You are no longer bound by flesh. You are a being of pure thought and gamma rays. You are a watcher in the void, a silent guardian, a star of your own making.